I think it's fairly well known that Japan is pretty good at miniaturizing things. We've had like audio players barely the size of the media that they contain, little cars, and plenty of things you're used to seeing bigger, but are quite small in Japan. And that carries over to toys. There's a plethora of capsule toy machines, so little toy dispensers that you put in a few hundred yen, and it spits out a little capsule with a toy inside. And we call those gachapon or gacha gacha or gashapon, depends on where you live. And the name derives from the sound that the machine makes when you dispense a toy from it. So it's like a clicking sound, like gacha, and then pon is the sound of the toy falling down and coming out. And then you open it up, and sometimes it's stuff like these little cameras. And there is, I don't know if this is a trend or if I've just missed these so far, but there are several different lines of cameras currently in circulation. And I've managed to grab one of the Konica C35 little rangefinders, as well as two different Nikon cameras. So a ZFC, so this is a modern digital camera, as well as a Nikon F. So this is one of the classical SLR type cameras that Nikon made in the film era. And then I also have a Ricoh GR1. And the cool thing isn't that these are small and they're fairly accurate, like looks-wise, in the reproduction, but these actually have moving parts. So you can see on this C35, there's a winder that moves, and then you can actually open the back, and there's a little film cartridge in there. And then you can actually take out said film cartridge. So next level attention to detail here. It's really well done, and I'm going to show you the rest of them too. So the ZFC, the focus ring on this lens turns, and I think you can actually detach the lens as well. Let me see. And then it also has a depressible shutter button. On the Nikon F here, let's see what this has. Again, depressible shutter button, and then the lens actually comes off too. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a mirror inside. That would be insane. But even just the quality on these lenses, just look at how cool that front element looks. Looks like an actual lens. It's even more apparent maybe on the digital ZFC. And then the GR1, nothing moving on the outside, but again, you can open the film compartment, and again, there's a removable roll of film inside. Some color film 200. Definitely not Kodak, but it looks like Kodak. So it's definitely intended to be Kodak, but I guess for copyright purposes or whatever. These are frequently found around train stations or near camera stores as well. And they're just something that you can buy for 500 yen-ish. So around maybe 350 US at the current rate. And yeah, it's just a neat thing. So this is the video. I have nothing more to say. I just wanted to show you some cool stuff. Hope to see you again.